You know, Vinny, based on everything we're seeing in this case, I believe that Michael absolutely did not expect to be arrested. And I say this because this speaks to a particular profile that we see in individuals who commit these high calculated crimes. So here's what tells me this, right? He left his phone at the hospital for 17 hours, Vinny, from December 29th through noon of December 30th, I believe. And that is not impulsive behavior. That's a surgeon's precision applied to something horrific. He believed he outsmarted everyone. And the reason why I say that, when we look at some of the facts that are released, he returned to work. He went back to his job as a surgeon as if nothing happened. And that's not behavior of someone who thinks they're about to get caught. That's someone who believes they're executed a flawless plan. And then I believe it was Jay Fulton who had said that he thought he was the smartest person in the room, in whatever room he walks into. That is grandiosity, Vinny, at its finest. It's exactly what we see in narcissistic perpetrators who believe they're above consequences. And the last comment I'll make, with the video just showed, with that calm demeanor, when he appeared also in the courtroom, I believe, he was also just zero emotion. He appeared almost bored. And that's someone, to me, who believed that he's in control. You know, Vinny, what I would say is the evidence suggests this wasn't something that happened overnight. And, you know, what Cody just shared, like what we're seeing here is what we call in domestic violence work an ownership mentality, right? McKee, he viewed Monique as his property. And the marriage ending wasn't an endpoint for him. It was a wound, you know, what I would say to his ego that never healed. So that statement, she will always be his wife, I mean, that tells us everything. In his mind, she didn't have the right to leave. She didn't have the right to move on. She didn't have the right to be happy with someone else. And Spencer, I mean, he became the living symbol of Monique's freedom, her new life, her new family, her children, and that weren't McKee's children. That would have been unbearable for someone with this type of psychology. And you think about that fact that he showed up to their home 3 weeks before the murder. I mean, that while they were at I believe, a championship game. I mean, that's critical to me. And she knew on some level that he was escalating. I believe that she felt his presence at where she had to leave, and there was some terror. When people stalk like this, you never really are free, Vinny. You know, when we think about that, she knew on some level, right? I would probably suggest that he probably was planning this, Vinny, ever since she divorced. And I can only imagine what her experience was divorcing someone like this. And the threats that he made from what was reported, I can kill you at any time, Vinny. I mean, those weren't impulsive outbursts. So those were declarations of intent. And tragically, he finally acted on them. So what we tell survivors is believe the threats, Vinny. Document everything, because when someone tells you who they are and what they're capable of, you have to believe them. So this is probably, you know, some indication of what it was like for those short time that she was married to someone like this, especially from what we know the reports to be. Probably was a very scary, anxiety-filled relationship for her, which probably made her leave that relationship, Vinny.
Dr. Janie Lacy, thank you so much.